From the north side of the San Francisco Bay to Singapore, welcome to Urban X Real Talk Fitness Radio with your host, business owner, lecturer, author, master trainer, Tiaja. With over 30 years of experience in the health and fitness industry, he will challenge the fitness between your ears. So prepare your mind, body, and soul for the revolution of self-care, the evolution of fit, with real talk about real people, real health, real fitness, and the real deal behind our present illness culture. Real talk every time, all the time. Get weekly insights on how to shift your thinking, emoting, eating, training, hydrating, goal setting, and resting for you, the everyday athlete. You can cheat your fitness, but you can't steal your health flow. It's Tuesday, 9 a.m. Let's flow.
Welcome to Urban X Real Talk Fitness Radio, where we challenge the fitness between your ears. I'm your host, Tiaja. Well, welcome back. Happy New Year to one and all. Missed you guys. Okay, let's get to it. You know, each and every year, I'm blown away by the advances in medical science that rival science fiction. The science of prosthesis alone is pushing the boundaries of human functionality. But as I've always said, there really is nothing new under the sun. Well, the other day I was walking down the aisle of my neighborhood Walmart supermarket where all the magazines are stacked and sorted by subject. And every single magazine had a featured cover story on weight loss, diet, or some new workout routine that, of course, is designed to blast away the body fat from your waistline or thighs with the precision of a plastic surgeon. Like I said, nothing new under the sun. Yet every new year begins with the same old message. Do this and the results will follow. And usually what is being offered is the most minimalist workouts you can imagine. You know, I remember a few years ago, the big craze was the 5-minute workout. 5 minutes? Really? Look, the only way a 5-minute workout can have any real impact on your health is if you've been bedridden for an extended period of time, or you're a complete couch potato, or have essentially lost all motor functionality. It isn't to say 5 minutes of movement means nothing to the body, because that would be a misstatement of basic human physiology. But working out 5 minutes a day is not going to allow your star to align with all the other known stars in the workout universe. It just isn't. And shame on you if you'd even want such a shortcut. After all, your body didn't become imbalanced because you didn't exercise for 5 minutes a day. So how could 5 minutes restore your body to galactic balance? See, these fitness companies will do and say anything to create an imbalance in your bank account. All they want is your money, and the best way to get it is to push as many emotional buttons as possible, and thus make you feel that a complete fitness makeover is achievable with the least amount of effort. Fortunately, deep inside, you know this cannot be true. If it were, then there wouldn't be a need for another weight loss article or Weight Watchers commercial or new fitness craze each and every year. Nor would Americans be the most overweight people of all the developed nations in the world. Nothing new under the sun, right? That's why I wasn't surprised when I came across an article on MSN that read, "If your workout lasts more than 13 minutes, science says you're wasting your time." Now, why would they publish an article with this heading at the beginning of the year? Well, you guessed it, because they know it will excite those of you who want to believe that you can achieve your dream body with little effort. First of all, if this were true, then elite athletes, who are usually the measuring stick, wouldn't need to train their entire lives to attain an elite level of fitness. It also means that you could essentially abuse your body in any way you choose, and in less than half hour a day, you could reverse all those negative habits and consequences. Note to self: the human body is very forgiving, but not that forgiving. Again, you didn't earn the body you have today because of what you did or didn't do 13 minutes of each day. 13 minutes is about the time I had my clients warm up. Now, I'm not an advocate of the 2-hour workout either, but I know it for a fact that you can achieve your fitness goals by training half that time. That is, an hour, 3 days a week. And that hour includes cardio. But let's stop pretending that because an article says it's science, it's real science. Today there is as much fake science out there as there is fake news. All about the dollar, you guys. Which is why so many Americans are addicted to prescription medication. But think about it, why would doctors who take the Hippocratic oath to do no harm prescribe something that is knowingly addictive like opioids? The short answer is all about the money. So every January, one of the top New Year's resolutions is to lose weight. According to Statista, diet and exercise once again reigned supreme as the #1 resolution for 2019, weighing in, pun intended, at 71%, edging out to exercise more at 65%, closely followed by losing weight at 54%. The next closest resolution for 2019 had to do with personal finances, save more and spend less. That came in at 32%. My question is, what does any of this have to do with health? And why are fitness companies able to take advantage of the same emotional addictions year after year? Today will be just another day unless you decide today it won't be. It is Tuesday, January the 8th, 2019. Let's flow.
In today's video, if you work out for more than 13 minutes, you're wasting your time. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul Ravella from ProPhysique.com. Today's video is going to be a little different. We're going to talk about some new research that came out, and we're going to rant a little bit. Might see a little bit of angry Paul. And here's why. So, when it comes to fitness myths or ideas, a lot of people like to read headlines. And the people that make the headlines like to make those headlines say whatever the hell they think will help get them more views. Like the research that came out a few years ago that said, hey, dark chocolate is good for you. If you drink a glass of wine per day, it's better than working out. So what has happened in those situations is they've taken the data and they've twisted it so that, yeah, if you look at it from one perspective, that's true. Though it's not true, because what they're looking at and what we are looking at, two different things. And so I have a great example of that. So yesterday I was perusing through an article on MSN, which is a pretty major website, right? So there's a lot of people that are going to view this. And it said, if you work out for more than 13 minutes, well, you're wasting your time. And I thought, well, that's interesting because I haven't worked out for 13 minutes in my entire life. They're always more than 13 minutes. So I've been wasting a lot of time over the last couple of years. So I dug a little further and I clicked on the link, and I'll put it all here for you guys and I'll link it below. And lo and behold, this was a study that was managed by Brad Schoenfeld, someone who I hold in the utmost regard, as well as Brett Contreras and others. And so I was immediately like, wait a second. This was a study done by these gentlemen, and the finding was that you don't need to work out for more than 13 minutes. Well, I read the article on MSN, and when I got to the part where it says, so you do not need to work out for more than 13 minutes unless your goal is to add more muscle. Really? Why else are we going to the gym? That's the only reason any of us are going to the gym, is to add muscle and improve our body composition. How many people are going to the gym with the only goal to get stronger? Really? So here's the gist of the study. They had 3 groups. A group that trained 1 set to failure, 3 sets to failure, 5 sets to failure. It's linked below, you can read it. Well, as you would guess, the group, and they did this for 8 weeks, and the group that trained the most sets gained the most muscle. The group that trained the least sets gained the least muscle. Now, the one thing that was constant across them was they all gained roughly the same amount of strength. Well, why would that be? Well, for an 8-week study for people that have never been pushed as hard as they would be pushed in a study that was conducted of this manner, where the workouts were actually monitored, you see, people don't actually train to failure. They don't actually push themselves. So for an 8-week period, what you're getting there is a lot of neural adaptation. Yes, you're getting a little bit of hypertrophy, but the strength adaptations that are occurring from the one set, they're not going to continue like that forever. We already know that a bigger muscle is a stronger muscle. So it would stand to reason over the longer term, you cannot continue to work out for 13 minutes and continue to make progress that you would in the first 8 weeks. We're all familiar with how things go when we're a beginner, when we get introduced to a new stimulus. And here's where I get angry. Because someone that's not familiar with this research study would read that headline. Someone that's not familiar with the science would read that headline, and then they would say to someone like me, man, I read you only need to spend 13 minutes in the gym to make the same amount of progress as somebody that spends an hour in the gym. What do you think about that? And myself, with no context, would say, well, you're freaking crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. Where do you get your information from? Oh, I saw it on MSN. It's the same thing when I'm leaving the grocery store and I see something that says, lose 27 pounds in the next 30 days. Just make this one quick change to your breakfast, right? And that's the kind of thing that grabs attention. And unfortunately, the things that grab attention are not things that actually get results. One set is not as good as 5 sets if your goal is to build muscle. And that should be the story. That's what it should say. It should not say you don't need to work out for 13 minutes. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me today. Hopefully this ranty video is right up your alley. If not, well, I'll get back to answering questions tomorrow. But today, I don't know. This one just stuck with me. So I'm probably going to call this video something like 13 minutes or you're wasting your time. Maybe the people that read the article will find the video and kind of get the gist. And yeah, we'll get this stuff sorted out. All right, guys, you have an awesome Tuesday.
Now here are my 2 cents, and feel free to keep the change. There's a video on YouTube posted about a year ago that went viral, not because of what it said, but rather, more to my point, because of what it didn't say. The video's tagline is 4-minute workout that replaces 1 hour in the gym. Now mind you, the video has received 14 million views since its original post in 2017. And why do you think it received so many views? Because people are looking for the proverbial shortcut. Logically, what could you really gain from a workout that takes less time than is required for you to eat a garden salad? What sense does that make? Why do Americans keep seeking a different answer to the same age-old questions, such as, what do I have to do to lose weight? You know why? Because what most are really seeking is a way out, not a workout. They want a makeover, not a do-over. Most want to abuse their bodies in any fashion they deem appropriate, then be rescued from themselves by the fitness gods who miraculously appear every January 1st. There really is nothing new under the sun. Yet we keep trying to find something new, if for no other reason than to reduce the boredom and the meaninglessness, something far too many of us have succumbed to. And why has life lost its meaning? Why are people no longer happy? I'll take a closer look at those questions in the upcoming weeks, but I can guarantee you it's one of the reasons you can't lose weight, meaning the body fat you desire to lose. But let me leave you with this. Everything you do relative to exercise builds muscle. Remember, building muscle is a defense mechanism. It's the body's way of reducing the risk of injury. So everything you do repeatedly will build and strengthen muscle, which is another reason the medicine and science and sports exercises report was so ridiculous. It simply tells you the obvious while ignoring something even more obvious, and that is your body doesn't know how much it's lifting. It only knows how hard it's working. All of my clients through the years are very familiar with this saying. It has been our underpinning philosophical message behind everything we do, which is to say, you don't have to lift heavy in order for the body to change. Because when you're working out, taking the muscle to failure is the only message your body really hears anyway. Dear friends, I wish above all things that you prosper just as your soul prospers. You've been listening to Urban X Real Talk Fitness Radio with your host, Tiaja. Take a moment and check out our brand new website that approaches your health and fitness from a spiritual perspective. It's called Training the Temple, something I believe we all direly need to do more of in 2019. I will put a link to the website and YouTube channel in the description, so don't forget to subscribe to Training the Temple. Also, please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, Snapchat, as well as all of your other favorite favorite social media. One last thing, show your support by hitting that subscribe button, by sharing and downloading our app at tiajae.podbean.com. Also, check out our YouTube channel titled T's Universe and its podcast titled T's Reverse, where we bring you all the latest news and current affairs using spoken word over some outrageous beats. Remember to mark your calendars though, January 16th for the return of T's Universe, and stay tuned for our February lineup of T's Reverse, where I will be hosting with some guests the hot topic male and female relationships. Do men lie and cheat more, or do women just lie and cheat differently? And is there really such a thing as cheating? You'll definitely want to join us for this hot debate coming to T's Reverse in February. Finally, don't forget to stop through our flagship website at www.urbanxfitness.net, where you will find our online stores, the Urban Experience Fit Stores 1 and 2. There you can download our unique home and gym workouts, our dietary menus, as well as purchase some remarkably bold teas and spark your own revolution of self-care. From there, head on to our small library of my hand-picked, personally endorsed nutritional products. Okay, got it? Okay, then get it. Until next week, as always, walk in health and peace.